Yeah, what it do, what it is, what you thought it was. This is your boy Big King Kuma, aka Tim, and this is Quick Scoping Jokes. How y'all feeling? Y'all good? I missed y'all. I don't know. I don't think you'll feel the same reciprocation of happiness that I have in this spirit, this soul, this being of mine, simply because we survived a whole hurricane. And if you didn't, if you still struggling out there and whatnot, hey, have my another condolences. I hope that you make it through. Hope y'all got some good some water stuffs around, whatnot. Keep your people informed and all that good stuff. But first and foremost, we're doing great. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Anyway, this is the podcast where we actually got to chop it up about video games and talk about jokes. We talk about amongst other things. But at the same time, it's all about community first at the end of the day. So take care of your people, take care of your friends, your mama, your auntie, your cousin, sister, daughter. All of them are still part of the family. We still want to make them laugh harder. I'm joined today by my friend who's a writer, a director, a producer, an entrepreneur, a podcaster, an all-time purveyor of petty ass antics. My boy Dante, aka Nabishin. How you feeling, brother?
Man, we over here getting super serious at the beginning of the show, man. We go to a show that's called Quick Scopes and Jokes, and you want to be all serious?
Hey man, I gotta make sure the love is still put out there, man. We survived, baby. We pushed through another day. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not everybody's lucky. I gotta be thankful every now and then. Put my feet down, and say appreciate you.
I got you. I know. It'll be a real talk. As Floridians, I know we trash talk hurricanes and stuff, but that stuff still, it still gets real. Like that stuff still gets real. Like
absolutely,
damage do get real. Power do be lost. You're done. It gets real. Like we laugh, we joke about it, but the aftermath is real. So yeah, I feel you. Like be safe out there, and everybody.
Absolutely. I know we got some more storms coming on the way. At the same time, buckle up and make sure you prepare if you need to, whatnot. Just take care of your people. But for everybody else in the world, this hurricanes is just normal here in Florida. It's just me just showing out love and make sure everybody good.
I was prepared.
I was prepared. Shout out to Hoodwinked. God, I love that movie.
It does not age well. The graphics do not age well, but it's still a good movie, though.
The graphics are butt cheek, but when I tell you the hilarity and the timing of that freaking movie is hysterical to this day. and Keith change your name. Like you just told the watch Hoodwinked if you haven't watched it. If you do, I know you're laughing like we are. Oh man, so how you feeling today, brother? You good? You feeling ready?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready, and I got a good highest point of pisstivity. This was pretty specific. This one happened in the last less than 24 hours. So
my. Oh, okay. All right. So don't worry. I'm gonna give you plenty of time for that. I need to get that off your chest because it sounds like this is spooling up a little bit.
This one's been stewing for a couple years.
Ooh, shit! We got years of stew, so that one got some flavor on it.
This one's been stewing for a couple years, and I just need to get off my chest.
Yeah, time to render the fat, keep the heat going. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, we will definitely jump back in there. All right, let's jump into our first segment so we can get to your favorite one. First one is new game announcements. This is the segment of the show where we're talking about new games that's coming down the pipeline, something that you've already been playing, or something you've just been vibing with that you just can't put freaking down right now. Don-chan, first up the bat, what's that new game announcement that you just looking forward to, or something that you've already been playing? What's good with you?
All right, I've been playing this game called Atlas Fallen, right? This game came out in like 2023, but
yeah.
It came on Game Pass. Bling. So
shameless plug.
So it came out on Game Pass, and it was one of those games where I looked at it. I looked at the trailer. I was like, looks interesting. Like I saw it a couple years back. The trailer for it a couple years back. I was like, looks interesting. Like it was like a weird concept where it's like there's a bunch of sand, there's a bunch of desert, and you're like part of this group called the Nameless. And no, not the Nameless, the Unnamed. And you just happen to get a gauntlet that was forged by a god, and you're going forth to make the world better. So I saw the trailer for it. I'm like, interesting, but I wouldn't buy it. Like, it's like one of those genres. Like it was like one of those genre games that I would not buy. Like it looks interesting, but I'm like, I don't want to. I don't think I would actually play it.
You'd be disappointed if you purchased it, huh?
No. Like, yeah, I just it's just one of those genres I just don't play. Like it's like one of those. It's kind of like one of those hack and slash, like I won't say like Souls, like when it comes to games with like swords and stuff, like it's not me. Like I'm not a big sword guy. Like if you do like
even Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that, not really your speed.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Okay. Like when it comes to sword games, like I'm not a big fan of. But I would, fair. But if it's a game that looks interesting, I like to try it, and that's one of the things about Game Pass is like you get to try games. And I come to find out that Atlas Fallen is actually a pretty good game. Like it is actually a really good game. Right. So it's like an RPG. It's an open world RPG where your character, you level up your gauntlet that you receive. And the thing is like this evil god named Dalios decides that I'm going to rule shit. And he's, pretty much just wrecking the world, just, making the world hard for regular humans to live. And our main character, he was one of the nameless, just happened to stumble across this gauntlet that is forged by the god, who is the counter to Thelios. So Nyla, who's the guy that you're rolling with, is like, hey, we need to here's shards all over this world. Get these shards so we can power up the gauntlet, so we can beat that guy, so I can be released from prison, and I can bring greenery back to the world, because right now most of the world's covered in sand. Sand because everything is dying out and stuff. So
yeah, like Wally.
Yeah, so it's like it's like an interesting story.
Right.
Like you got two guys like who are just fighting amongst themselves, and one lost, so the other one's like, hey, since he lost, I rule, my rules, time for me to rule my way.
Gotcha.
Gameplay's pretty good. Like so far I only think there's like only 3 like type weapons, like a axe, a whip, and then your hands. And you can only choose 2 out of the 3.
What's this, Castlevania?
And then you have like these extra like you have like extra, I wouldn't call them moves, I would say like effects that you get attached to, you get attached to. And they have this thing called momentum. So while you're fighting, you got to fill up this momentum bar in order to use your extra effect skills. So it's an interesting play style. It's an interesting game to play style, and I think it's pretty good. It's pretty interesting, and it's so challenging that when you play, like when I play and I lose, I'm like, dude, I got to do this again, because the enemy is beatable.
Okay.
If you do right, if you strategize right, like if there's like you got to parry, and the way to parry is like the enemy will flash red. So you got to time it just right to get the parry and all this. So it's skill, and it's good frustration. So I think it's a really good game, and so far I've been liking it so much. So that's my game of the week so far.
Okay, that seems like something worth putting, because I for one actually enjoy like good swordsmanship games. Most of my games that I play that I dredge a crap ton of time in usually have some type of swords, like quote unquote Ghost of Tsushima. I think I 90%, 98% of that, 100% of the DLC though. Like it's just pretty, and it's fun and great stories. But the stories is what usually gets me. The story overall is what usually gets me enamored with something like, oh, this is amazing. Like, okay, there's a lot of things that's asked for this, like Cyberpunk when it first dropped. Just when it first dropped, it got better. We're not talking shit anymore now. But literally the story just kind of just immersed you into it. And it's like, oh, I love every bit of this. Okay, that definitely something I have to check up on.
Yeah, I recommend it, like especially if you have Game Pass and you're like you worry about, oh no, this game is, oh no, get Game Pass, try it out. Then you'll be like, you know what, I actually like this game. Let me go ahead and drop the extra cash on it so I can actually keep it. So
okay.
What about you? What's your game? What got you going on right now?
Man, so it's this game that is utterly stunning that completely threw me off that I saw. I've seen announcements for it, and it still has no release date as of yet, of course, because all the games that I find to be amazing haven't been pushed out yet. And even on Steam, it says it's not to be released yet. And it's only going to be released on Steam, from all I'm aware of, until they figure out what platforms they want to port it into or whatever. But it's this game called Black State. And if you haven't seen it, It's freaking gorgeous. It looks like a Hideo Kojima game. Like, it's just from the graphics in itself. And it says like a secret group of scientists called the Architects summon you for a mysterious mission. They save the captives and uncover the truth behind the cataclysmic event. And it's like every segment that they're going into, they open up doors and it's like puzzles and like action adventure. But like you're this ironcladded like a warrior that's like tacked up to the nine with his weapons and whatnot, slide behind doors. And you open up one door and out of nowhere you're on a subway station. And then you go running through the subway train and you open to another thing. Now you're like some type of urban environment. It's like a castle or some shit. It was like, wait, what is happening? Like, it's almost looks like Inceptionist to some degree. And it's like you have all this dope, tight, like CQP action that's given. It's like, oh, I gotta play this. Like, I don't understand the overall thing of it because I don't think I'm meant to. Like, I was even like watching the video before then. It's like, that doesn't even make sense. But if you check it out on Steam, from what they have so far, they have like, the video and everything, the imagery. It looks gorgeous. It looks fun. And I love a good shooter, but this is going to play with your mind a little bit too, because you don't know what the hell's happening. This guy has this crazy tech suit too that almost looks like biomechish. I don't really know how to explain it, but I don't know. I'm excited about it. It seems to be fun to be announced whenever, but it looks great.
Yeah, I remember. I think this popped up was it it wasn't E3, but I think it was like one of the big announcements. It was either at the Video Game Awards last year or something like that. I can't remember what, but I remember seeing this trailer.
At one of those. Yeah, it was released at one of those big events.
Yeah, and it's like you look at a trailer, it reminds you a little bit of like Metal Gear Solid.
Exactly.
But also a little bit of The Division, where you're running and gunning, hiding behind cover and stuff.
Right.
So it does look pretty interesting. Like, I'm kind of I do want to see what it's going to be like when it pops out. So,
and like the graphics are beautiful. And fun thing is, I'm not even huge for like some of the Kojima games have eluded me. I'm not gonna lie. Metal Gear I loved it, but at the same time, it's like I love the aspect, like you said, the Division. Oh my gosh, it was beautifully rendered and put together. Like the way that you fight, the way that you deal with things, the leveling systems. You had to get used to it, but it still had fun. I'm curious of how they're going to put this in and how it's going to be great for like overall play to everybody that's playing it. I'm like, man, it's depending on which platform you put it on, it could be carried really well and developed. I hope it's not just PC only, because I'm still not a true PC gamer yet. I dabble in PC. I'm more of a console player still, but yeah, I'm excited about that shit.
Like, it does look pretty good. Like, watching the trailer, it looks pretty good. But I have to ask one more question about it though.
Oh,
do you think this game right here would make you want to get a PS5 Pro?
Okay, no. Fuck no. All right, it's simply the most disrespectful thing that they could be asking from Sony. It's like, you know what? Hey, we finally just started giving out PS5s on the record. I literally just got my PS5 this year. And you have the audacity. I'm going to get a gold. I'm realizing balls. Come out here and say, hey, we're going to give you the PS5 with a few extra lines on the side, and you don't have a disc drive. And it costs more.
You know what? It's everybody's fault. It's everybody's fault for getting that done. For being idiots going out there and saying, hey, you know what? I would pay $800 for a PlayStation 5. Or I'll pay $1,000 for a PlayStation 5. Because, I want it so bad. I want a PlayStation 5 so bad. I'm willing to pay thousands of dollars. So Sony saw that and say, hey, if they're willing to pay it from scalpers, they'll probably buy it directly from us for $700. That's what you get. See, if you would have just bought an Xbox like everybody else and, kept those prices down, and just say, hey, Sony, we're just going to wait till you, get your stock back up. But nah, you want to have that PlayStation 5 right then and there, and you paid $1,000. So guess what? Your PlayStation 5 Pro, it's $700. Go pay that. I'm not.
So here's my problem with that, though. Literally, with the PS5, this whole conundrum. Yes, I love Xbox. Me and you started gaming together on Xbox years ago, and I've since then started playing PS5 because PlayStation games because I've had to catch up. But even still, the biggest thing that PlayStation has is those solo campaign games with great storytelling. they have those standalones. It's like, and then they have the graphics to back it up. Like, ooh, now Xbox does a great job for multiplayer. That is literally the multiplayer king, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But when it comes down to those graphic standalone stories, they're just like, oh no, this is a movie theater. Like, perfect example, the Uncharted series, in its own right. This thing shut down everything. Thought you were watching movies. You could sit down with your old lady and watch it like, what's going to happen next? That's what happened with me. That's literally what happened with me. Just like, oh, this story is amazing. I know. Hold on. I'm press pause real quick, baby. We're going to make dinner and we're going to play the rest of it after dinner so we can see what happens next.
So you say you like to watch your games instead of play your game?
I like a little bit of everything. I like interactive play. That's the problem with me with some of Kojima games. Like, this is a long ass story. And between that and Final Fantasy games, I love Final Fantasy. Don't get me wrong, no hate. But I will say with them stories, sometimes it's like, okay, this is 30 minutes. When am I picking up my controller again?
and after that, like an hour of play, you're like, oh, here's the opening credits. Like, what? We just now getting to the opening? Like,
that's right. And then you finally get it's that shit made me so mad. I was like, yo, I've been playing this game for 3 days and I just got to the title sequence. Are we serious? That's literally what happened to me when I played 10. Let's say Final Fantasy 10 Plus or something like that. I forget what it was. Yeah. I was like, are we serious?
You talking about
this took forever.
Yeah, you talking about the X and X2? Yeah.
Yes. I was like, yo, what's happening here, baby? He's like, yeah, welcome. I'm like, all right, I need to go get some coffee because y'all, this is what it takes to get to this. I haven't working a job.
Right?
Anyway, that's a whole nother series. Let me cut myself off because I keep going. But the fact of the matter is, PS5 Pro can kiss my ass. They are really disrespectful to the community, and we'll get on that later. That could be a point of pisstivity. I just want to have a segment on just to talk shit about it later on. Like, honestly, that's that. Ooh, that made me mad. But anyway, we're gonna move on to our next segment so we can actually let you get what was on your chest. The highest point of pisstivity. This is the segment of the show in where we cultivate everything that's going on in our lives. We just kind of figure out what's been getting on your nerves, what's been like just making you just rub you the wrong way, move your feathers the wrong way, and all that good stuff. You get express what's on your chest and tell the world why it is that it needs to be fixed. Don Sean, sound like you already had something that was boiling on your pot for a while. So let me know. Let me go ahead. Serve it to the people. What you got?
My highest point of festivity. Mm-hmm. It's the University of Alabama.
Oh.
I completely hate them. I've gone from disliking them to just hate them to downright loathe them. I wish I don't like them. I do not like them. And the reason why I don't like them is because they always beat Georgia. Like, they come with some bullshit to win. There we go. Like, Jalen Hurts is not playing well. Oh, let's put this kid named Tua in. What does Tua do? He just comes out there and just dominates and becomes, wins the game, wins the championship for him. Like, what the hell? So the next year, okay, Tua's bad. Tua's injured. Oh, let's bring in Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts goes out there and has a great game. Like, where did this come from? We just got beat by a 17-year-old wide receiver. It is like, what the heck, dude? Like, every time Georgia plays Alabama, Georgia just makes this run, make this comeback, and then some random ass player that, oh, we're just going to throw him in the game because, maybe the guy in front went down, or, hey, we just got to get a play, so let's grab this random ass player, put him out there, and he's ended up being great. And you're like, what the? And that makes me mad. It just makes me mad that they just have so much greatness just out there, and they just randomly put out there, and they just beat my dogs. And I'm like, I hate you guys. I really hate you guys.
This is a long-standing frustration for you, from what I can see.
Because it eats at you. Because it's like, all right, Georgia goes through these, Georgia has these runs, they beat the rest of the SEC. I love the SEC. The SEC is the Southeastern Conference is a great conference because any team could beat any team at any time. But Alabama just somehow, anytime they play Georgia plays them close, Georgia almost gets that win, and then some random kid that they're like, hey, number 12, I need you to go in and you make something happen, and he ends up becoming like a freaking legend. Like, 17 years old. This kid is 17 years old. The man can't even buy. Well, added up to change the smoking age. But he couldn't at age 18. He can't even vote. He can't buy alcohol. He can't buy cigarettes. He can't even vote. He can't even. He probably can't even get into a rated R movie by himself.
Now, this is back in the 70s and 80s. They could put a note on his chest and go get some cigarettes for his parents if he wants.
But yeah, this 17-year-old kid just comes out in one of the big games and he's like, yeah, I'm a ball out. Like, yeah, University of Alabama, I'm at the level of hate now. I put the University of Alabama, my hatred for the University of Alabama at the same level I have the hate for the state of Mississippi. Just the state of Mississippi. It's like, I'm there now. Like if I had power and I could do anything in the world, I would disband the University of Alabama's football program.
So Carlos Miller got beef with you now. Big Crick got upset with you now. David Banner.
Hey, Mississippi knows the issues. Like they look, I ain't president. I probably would sold Mississippi back to France. Like, hey man, this Louisiana Purchase. Like, hey, can we make it a dividend to this? But that's just a whole nother story. There.
Okay. See, I still got the receipt for that purchase. So
I know that Louisiana Purchase. Hey, I think we had a little bad deal. How about you take back Mississippi? We'll keep everything else. Everything else is cool. Mississippi.
You said lifetime warranty, damn it. See, now you get rough Mississippi hating on this time.
Nigga's broken. You can have it back. Can we pawn this state off? Let me stop. What you got? What's your highest point of festivity?
These are not the views of the Quick Scope and Joe podcast. Oh shit! These are individually denomination, but I understand. Hey, it's gonna be all right, brother. You gonna make it. I'm just fucking with you,
Alabama. Then the fans are so annoying. Oh, they're so annoying because they're so smug because the team wins. I hate fans that teams just win and they're like, oh, we're just so superior. I'm like, oh, I hope you choke on the chicken wing. God dang it.
God, not the choke on the chicken wings. Okay, all right. We're gonna put that back on the back burner. Put that pot because that pot's still sizzling. We're gonna put that back there. God, that's enough for touch. It's gonna be all right, brother. We're gonna make it through this together. All right?
I think I need to take some blood pressure medicine right now. I'm heated right now.
My man is spiked. So I'm gonna let you take a breather. I'm going to get mine out. The highest point of festivity for myself. I am a gaming fan, first and foremost. Clearly from our podcast, I am a fan of history. I'm a fan of like accuracy, and also I'm just a fan of like fictional works that are entertaining and meant for the people. One of the things that has been pissing me off a lot and has become an issue in a lot of the games I play now, I almost hate this word now because it's been deranged and swept around. Woke agenda in video games. I'm gonna talk about it because it pisses me off. If there's a woman who is a lead cast member in a game, if there's a black person in a video game, if there is a POC, a person of color, anybody out there that is not just the normalcy of Hollywood, which seems to be the Anglo-Saxon white male, it's like, or female, it's like at some point it's an issue that they're there because it's not accurate. By whose account? I'm not sure, because literally that was the new Assassin's Creed that just came out. That's about to come out. I don't know if it's come out as of yet. I don't think it's come out yet.
It hasn't come out yet. No,
it hasn't come out yet. But literally, the main protagonist is a Japanese woman who is a ninja that you could play as a ninja. Okay, and it's a mythical organization of assassins that's gone all through history, but somehow was there at all times and got mystical magic shit that can happen throughout all this game. But we're mad that in some point in feudal era Japan, there was a black man named Yasuke. And for something, I think I might be butchering the name. I apologize. I believe it's Yasuke or Yasuke. I don't think I'm either one. I think it's Yasuke. And my man he was historically written and noted to be part of Noda Obunaga's crew. There are historians, there are poet laureates, there are pictures, drawings, oil paintings, everything about this person existing in this time frame, and they want to argue the fact of him not one existing, two not being accurate to history. Which, what is accurate about history in Assassin's Creed?
Right.
They throw in a couple of random things that's kind of interesting, and then now you're like, oh, it can't be black people in there. What? And then it's like, oh, it's a woman in the front of the game. So clearly they're just trying to pander to somebody else. There were women soldiers, ninjas, and everything. Some of the most vicious murderers of history were women. So, what are we doing?
That part, yeah, I get what you're saying, because I be getting stupid. It's completely dumb. It really be getting dumb. Not only that, Assassin's Creed, what was the Ghost of Yote?
Ghost of Yote. It is supposed to be the sequel off of freaking Ghost of Tsushima, which I loved.
Right. But they got mad at there's a girl in this one. Don't you know, half the population is women? Don't you think they did some other than, stay home and make babies? They actually did some shit in the world? Come on, bro.
There were warrior class of women that would hold down the fort that used nakatas, which those long staffs with a blade at the end, was known for being nasty with them bitches and taking motherfuckers out. Y'all are really disrespected the women of around the globe. Saying that they're incapable and all this other shit because it's inaccurate. And then listen, they're trying to, someone made a point in this, made a video about that too, with the Ghost of Yotai. And they were talking like, oh yeah, I think it's woke and I can't believe they put it in a DEI plant and this, that, and the third. I'm like, dude, first of all, it's 600 years after the first game, which that means that Jin Sakai does not exist anymore. I've played the shit out of the game. I literally almost 100%ed the entire game. And I've got all the skins, everything. Don't play with me. And I'm a Japanese lover and fan and have lived there. I don't want to play with y'all. Talking about their kid meal, it's like, oh yeah, they're trying to gentrify this. Like, look, or try to take over the class, but make it woke. The woman is coming 600 years after the case, so they're not taking over his role. They're not taking over Jin Sakai's thing. She's literally doing her own thing, trying to fight for her own land, and they're outside in a completely different period. This is not the same people, not the same crap. It's a completely different scuffle. How dare you try to take that story? Matter of fact, in Jin Sakai's thing, two of the biggest murderers, the most efficient killers, which, I'm not going to do, spoiler alert, two of the most murderous people in the freaking game in Ghost of Tsushima, which if you haven't played at this point, you tripping, was a woman who was a freaking assassin, who's a hell of an archer, to the point where she was so bad she was teaching the Mongols how to do it, and the Mongols still couldn't keep up with how skillful she was. Bruh. And then also this other woman who actually helped you, was along your side and taught you to do more of the ghost thing. That wasn't like the baseline samurai code. You cannot sit here and say that these women didn't exist and shouldn't exist due to the fact that it hurts your ego. You neck-bearded children. If you don't stop telling people about how history exists or how things can exist due to the fact that it's hurting your ego, that means you need to reevaluate what's wrong with you. Stop being soft. Stop being tender. Enjoy the story. It's a freaking game.
I blame Andrew Tate. I'm always gonna leave it at Andrew Tate's feet, because he's out there talking about, oh, you gotta be a man. Where's your Lamborghini? Where's your Ferrari? To be a man, you gotta be front and center of the game. Nah, bro. Come on,
First of all, where's his Lamborghini? Because wasn't all those taken away?
leave that alone. But no, it's stupid that, it's okay to have other people. Yeah, believe it or not, when the Dutch went to Japan, they kind of had us, had a black person on their ship and left them there. So, come on, man, come on.
And he was a slave. It makes perfect sense. It really makes perfect sense. Why are we confused as to why these people are there? Oh, everyone's trying to be all inclusive. And I said, no, you're just telling more stories than the 5 that you keep retelling over and over again. Everyone loves Greek mythology, but at the same time, it's like, all right, we done ran Zeus into the ground.
All of a sudden, you get mad at us for saying, come on, you mean to tell me that the last samurai is Tom Cruise?
The movie Great Wall of China.
the hero of that movie was freaking what's his name?
Damon.
Matt Damon.
Man, I have so many problems with that movie, and I'm a big wushu, like kung fu film specialist. I love all that. No, I'll take you back even worse. The one movie we get Jackie Chan and Jet Li finally get to a fight scene. They are too old, and then they have this one young man who's like the new great hope, this young little white kid. It's not a knock against the kid. It's just more of it's like, wait, hold on, why? This is supposed to be about Jackie Chan.
Wasn't it like Journey to the? Wasn't it like Journey to the West or something like that?
It was, oh gosh, it was something like that. It was supposed to be a spinoff of kind of like that, because one's supposed to be the Monkey King amongst other things. And it's like, but like literally, it's like, wait, we finally got the movie we've been asking for years, and they're both old and don't want to fight for real anymore. Like, and this isn't knocking against Jackie Chan. I love Jackie Chan. I know he still whoop my ass at this point, but the fact is,
hey, I'm with you on that one. Like, I was like, that was like the hope, and you're like thinking those two are gonna go out, and it's like. I think it was like maybe like a minute and a half of like couple moves, and they're like, "Yeah, we're not gonna fight each other no more." It's like, God dang it!
Right? They barely did a little bit of string food. I'm like, man, come on now, you got Jackie Chan still got it in him. You seen it in The Foreigner, he still got it.
Still got it, man.
Man, I'm sorry. Police stories, all that stuff. I'm sorry. I'm spiraling. It's branching off. So to get back on subject matter,
I get it, man, because it's a dumb subject. It was like the internet, the gaming community just gets mad whenever you don't have a 6'2", blonde hair, blue eyed, all muscles, nothing but guns, just burning down, saving the world. Like, I get it. Like, stop. There's other people in the world. There's other characters out there. Let's keep going.
But it's crazy how we'll let like the same few cultures like get away with their stories. Like you could tell Greek mythology until the cows come home and everyone's okay with it because it seems similar, or it's like something in which culture they can understand, or something they can actually wrap their minds around. But if it has some difference in opinion, a lot of times it's not favorable and stuff like that. And the fun thing is, we're having an argument with Yasuke. If we go back to the Assassin's Creed origins, that was freaking in Egypt. And I don't care when they say, I know that they don't consider themselves black, but at the same time, these are still people of color. And people were going against that because they were upset. Like, why are we here in Africa? Yeah. Yes, Egypt's in Africa. We'll get on that later. Anyway, so the fact of the matter is, I'm sorry. My highest point of pisstivity is branching off. Is going too far. But the fact of the matter is, it's like gaming community. We all need to understand that other stories need to be told, and it's okay if they don't look just like you, because other people need to see their representation and be happy and understanding that their world isn't just what your perspective is. Because then what's the point of different opinion? What's the point of meeting new people if you have the same opinion? Doesn't make sense. Anyway,
message.
On to our last segment, because we could be here forever. I'm sorry. I'm on like 8 soapboxes. Let me put them to the corner. Going to my happy side, we're going to the vibe of the week. This is the song. This is where you find a song that you've been booming, that you've been bucking, that's been reverberating through your speakers, through your mind, your spirit. You've been cutting grass to it. You've been cleaning up the house to it, or whatever it is. Something it's just been on your spirit. Don Sean, tell me what's your vibe of the week. What's the song that's just been kind of like, I need this in my life and it won't go away? What's going on?
All right, so I was gonna go with LL Cool J Eminem, but I had to roll it back because this song it stays on replay in my mind. And it's called "Kill the Vibe" by David Guetta, Morton, and Prophecy. And it's like I'm mad about it because it's like less than 3 minutes, but it's so impactful within those 3 minutes. And I'm like, dude, I kind of like want to listen to the other remixes, the extended remixes, because I'm not a big David Guetta fan. Like he's like the Drake of dance music. Like he just makes like the generic, everybody loves this music, music. And there was a time where David Guetta just really ran, the freaking dance scene.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, I got to give him props because he do make some bangers of a song, and this was one of them. Like, the beat is so hard. Like, you sit there and you turn on, either put it on the surround sound, or you put it in the car, or you listen to the headphones with, you get the good headphones. That beat is so nice, dude. And dude, and the lyrics are simple. Like, it's one of those songs you got to listen to. You have to listen to it, and you be like, okay. And you get, like you said, you get mad that it's only like less than 3 minutes. You're like, damn, I need more, man. Like, come on. Like, you got to put it on replay like 4 or 5 times to get your satisfaction before you move on. So that is my joint called "Kill the Vibe." It's a song called "Kill the Vibe" by David Guetta, Morton, and Prophecy.
Okay. Then put the beats going through. All right, I'll take that. 'Cause like you said, David Guetta has had a chokehold on the game for a while. And it's not even that he's the best. I'm going to say he's definitely solid, but he's not the best. But he damn sure knows how to put out a hit that's going to stick in your soul. Like, yeah, damn, he got me again. That boy good. Okay, cool. So mine, I kind of struggled with this one because I had like 5 different songs that would just kept showing up on my freaking like list. I don't know what the hell came with it. And it's this one particular song ran by a dude named Moonwalker. I don't know if you heard of him. Same dude made a song called Lizzo. If you haven't heard of it, listen to it. It'd be a little graphic, but it's a really hilarious song to me. And it's like, and there's no disrespect to it. Matter of fact, it's empowering women of size that he finds to be attractive. Let's get that clear now. The song in particular by Moonwalker is called "Feeling Myself." It's like, I don't know what it is. It's almost kind of like the "On My Mama, On My Hood." It's like that. Okay, I need my affirmations for the day. This is literally one of those songs. He said, "I earned my stripes like a ref." Even from a distance, bitch, it look good. It's like, it's one of those like, ooh, you ain't got to gas me up. You ain't gonna do shit.
What was that song called again?
It's a Moonwalker called "Feeling Myself." I promise to you, if you hear it once or twice, you just have it played and it's like first thing in the morning, like when you brush your teeth, like, from my head, from my toes, I feel so official. I earn my stripes like a ref. I'm like, oh, okay. Take a step back like Steph. Even from a distance, bitch, it look good. Just like this man. I don't know. It's got charisma. It's got vibe. It's got a hell of a beat, and it's like it just kind of you just make it. The beat's actually really simple. Nothing too crazy, but it definitely gives you that. All right, cool. I'm feeling a little something right now. Get that little motivational push you need to get through the day sometimes. So if you feel like you're having a rough day, Moonwalker, "Feeling Myself." Hopefully it gives you the little push that you need, the competitive edge to make yourself feel like you at the top, because you are. You deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Dude, respect it. Feel it.
That's actually a pretty nice song right there. Just took a little sample while you was talking about it. I'm like, hey, I might have to go listen to it myself. Like, hey, let me run that back, you know?
It's right under "On My Mama, On My Hood." It's right next to it. I look fly. It's like it's right underneath that because it's a little bit smoother in my opinion. It's like, okay, cool. I see you, Sir Walker, Sir Moonwalker.
And ladies and gentlemen, to spell it is Moone Walker.
There we go. Yeah, forgot. I put that out. He did spell it differently. MOONEWALLKER. So my man has a few songs. He actually has a remix song. If you don't mind, some thick women. He got a song called Lizzo that he's actually more expert by himself than he actually has with remix with Kevin Gates. And ain't gonna Kevin Gates just know how to get people hyped. Just arching your back with your hands on your knees. I'm like, oh my god. Okay, anyway. It's
straight split. Straight plotting on it.
You already know. Look. Anyway, let me stop now. That's my song of the week. Moonwalker, "Feeling Myself." Listen to it one good time. You deserve it. Treat yourself. Don't dismiss yourself. Now, let's get to the conclusion of our show so we don't run too long today. This is right, because we've been shut down. We've been cutting up a little bit too much today.
A little too much.
But we're going to give you some more next time. This is the conclusion of the show. We actually like to give out handles. We got to give out new projects, new extensions of anything we have doing, anything we have got going. Don Chan, got anything down the pipeline that you got coming out?
Look out for the latest episode of Reach for the Clicker. And that's it. You just look out for the new episode of Reach for the Clicker. And me and Jay are working hard getting these episodes, recorded. And Tim's also including some stuff too. So, I mean, just look out for new projects from DFYS Media. So, stay tuned.
Yes, sir. And if you didn't know, find that everywhere. Got it on YouTube and everything. DFYS. Feel free. The guys are hilarious. They got movie takes that you wouldn't even believe. And we got anime ones, which apparently, because I'm entirely too anime affiliated, and most of what I watch.
I do want to remind everybody. I do want to remind the listeners that hey, on Spotify you can leave comments. I mean, if you're on Spotify and on Buzzsprout, you can send us direct message on there. We call it fan mail. So hey, let us hear you. You know, you want to tell us it's good, it's bad, you different opinion, you agree with us. You know, let us hear from you.
That's we might add it to a segment, and we just for to chop it up with you. I'm with you. Now, thank you for bringing that back up there. You guys put up different opinions, something we find entertaining. We might be able to accumulate enough of them where we can actually have a conversation back with you guys, and just have an interactive episode. So keep us tagged in, man. Tap us in, see how you feel, and let us know how you feel about the community. If you didn't know, my name is Tim, aka Big King Kuma. You can find that on everything Big King Kuma on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, from TikTok. I also do voice acting, as well as I'm a Twitch streamer, and I'm recently streaming Astrobot. If you didn't know, now you know. I already told you about this game 2 times on the show already. Now you can go ahead and watch me because I finally done paid for it and I'm playing it. I played 2 hours last time. I'm probably going to play another 2 tonight. This is the 29th of September. Feel free to chime in. All right. It's been a pleasure showing you guys some love. Appreciate everybody who's actually hanging with us this long. We are 17 episodes in. I'm very proud of what we've been doing and this product that we've been producing. Feel free to tell your mama, your cousin, your sister, your daughter. Let them know that we got something that's going to make them laugh harder. I'm your boy Tim. We'll catch you guys later. Be easy. Theme music.